Hey, what's up everybody? This is Sanchez here. I wanted to go ahead and do a little charting while I am charging my car. So right now we're looking at the European USD currency pair, right? So if we just briefly look at the monthly chart, alright, we see that it was a little bit of consolidation. It broke down, consolidated, and now kind of looks like it's starting to do an uptrend on the month, maybe a head and shoulders, maybe, but that's way into the future. Let's go to the weekly. Right now we're just trying to get an idea of what's going on. Okay, on the weekly, okay, let me go ahead and draw here so I can actually show you guys what I'm thinking while I'm watching this. Okay, so I see that we had a big bearish drop right here. Okay, so that lets me know that the bears were in control of this market during this particular time. Looks like it started in 2014. Okay, so from April, it looks like from the beginning of 2016 all the way through 2017, it was a complete consolidation right there. Okay. If you guys don't know what exactly consolidation is or how it happens or what it means, I'm going to explain briefly some of the characteristics that you can expect regarding consolidation. So typically what always happens is after consolidation there's a breakout. Then after a breakout it goes back into consolidation. After consolidation goes into a breakout, and that's how the market moves. The reason is because it wants to be in unity, right? It wants to be in harmony. Price loves to be in balance by nature. So when you see consolidation, that the only thing that means is that the buying price and the selling price are in agreement. They're equaling out. So if I draw on here on the weekly, that means here we go. So doom, 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 doom. Okay, so that's consolidation right there. Now there's always a breakout, right? So breakout is right here. Now, typically what happens out of a breakout is sometimes there will be a retest and then a continuation, okay? But sometimes you don't really get that, all right? So what we have right now, we have the breakout, we have a little back, up, back. So it actually could do something like this, up again, and then finally break back, and it could actually go back down. So that'll be the head and shoulder back down to the downward movement. Okay, that's just a possibility. Right now we're just looking at overall what's happening. Okay, so that's on the weekly right there. If we zoom in a little bit to the present time, you can see here that we were definitely in a consolidation period and we broke out. Let's go ahead and move to the daily. Alright, now you can really see the consolidation and the breakout. You can actually see it repeating itself. Let me show you guys. It always does this. Okay, so we have consolidation from here, consolidation up here. Okay, so we got some of this going on, and then breakout. Okay, now as it broke out, it again went into another form of consolidation. Dun, 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 dun. And now it broke out again. Okay, so that's history repeating itself. Consolidation, breakout, consolidation, breakout. So right now we broke out. All right. So this is just information that you need to understand in your head, okay? And in this case, you always want to trade with the breakout, okay? So what I mean is, if it breaks out to the north, let's see, let's go ahead and draw that back again, okay? Something like that. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this. Actually lost my train of thought because I got a missed call right there. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so so we're buying with the breakout. We're trading with the breakout. So let's go ahead and show you an example of that. Sorry about that. So if it consolidated right here and then it broke out here to the north side, that means I want to trade with the bulls. Okay, so I would enter here, I would enter here. And then obviously I would enter here, here, here for the highest probability, right? You always want to trade with the market. So if we know if we know that market broke up, then we want to trade with the buys. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So now we had another form of consolidation, and now we broke down to the south. So what does that mean? We want to trade with the bears. Okay, so that now I know who I want to trade with, because that's who's in control of this market at this time, right? Daily, we're talking about relevant information, because we're intraday traders, right? We kind of just trade, day to day. I'm not much of a scalper, and I'm not an investor, so I don't trade month to month. So right now I'm looking at the daily chart, and I understand that's what we have going on. So we have a consolidation, we broke out. Okay, cool. Now if we go to the 4-hour, this is where I want to start drawing my support and resistance lines. So let's just go ahead and move in. I like to do it off the daily and then the 4H. The 4H. That's just kind of how I roll. So let's go ahead and get those bad boys in there. So what I like to do here, let me show you how I draw my zones. Okay, this is gonna make, I know a lot of people don't really know how to draw zones yet. Okay, this is my way of doing it. Okay, what I do is I look for a line, I look for areas that have been commonly tested and tested over again, but I look for it in both directions. Okay, so if you look at this candle right here, it pushed down, right? And then you look into the future, this candle, it was pushing up. What did they both do? One pushed down, one pushed up. What happened? There was both some sort of respect at that point, okay? So that's how I pick it. So I look for the down, and then I look for the up. Whatever has the most commonality in between there, that's my support and resistance line. Okay, guys? So that's why I drew that line there. Okay? Because it was tested. Alright, so there goes one. You can see we're actually in one right now. We're on top of another area. You don't have to get this granular. Boop. Sometimes, yeah, let's get that. You can see right where, okay, boom. So there's one there. Alright, obviously we're down here. Okay, let's get another one up top. And I'm not going to do a whole bunch because I'm just kind of flying through here. If there is not a line that's been tested on the north and south side, just remember, always look to your left. You're going to see it again, wherever price is respecting. Look at all that right there. So you can tell by me making my trend line, my support and resistance zones in the future. It's also true for the past, and then vice versa. You draw your support resistance in the past, they're gonna end up being true for the future. All right, so now we got our daily support resistance zones. We're going to hit H4. All right, cool. So now we're up here. Now I can actually see that this daily zone needs to be adjusted a little bit. Now that I can see on the smaller scale. And you can see that it came up to this zone, boom, right there, like it's done many times, and it has respected it. I see another area of key interest, which is right here, and this is the trade. This is what I was telling you guys about earlier. Okay. All right, now you can see what price is doing here. Let me go ahead and draw it out if you don't see. Every time it hits the zone, it respects it. Dun, 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 dun. So you see, it's consolidating. So what I was telling you guys earlier is that you can still trade in a ranging market. I don't necessarily recommend it, but if you are going to trade in a ranging market, obviously the places where you want to trade at is with the overall trend. So you would enter here, you would enter here, you would enter here, and every time it goes down, you just simply cash out. Once it gets down here, you take your profit. Once it gets down here, you take your profit. Once it gets down here, you take your profit. Okay, that's all you got to do. Trade with the zone, or trade with the market. Trade in the direction the market is going. Okay, so that's why That's why I'm selling right now. So in the H4, obviously they're larger candles, so they have a lot more data in them. So if you want to get a better understanding, like sometimes you need a lot of data and sometimes you need a little bit of data. Okay, so these big candlesticks respecting a zone is telling me that, okay, these big candles didn't get past it. So let me see if I want to look for an entry. All right, so I'm gonna go down to the H1. And now I can clearly see signs of indication that this is a very strong key zone. All right, very key area, because of the 1 hour time frame is showing me these key rejections. Okay, so that's why I'm going to go ahead, get in, and cash out right here. Take profit, entry, and that's it. And you just keep doing, and you just be patient. You do this, and you just, in all the markets do this. So you just be patient with it, guys. Looks like I'm climbing up to 11 minutes, so I didn't realize that. But I hope you guys understand it. I hope it makes sense. Thanks for watching. Bye.